Chloe is helping me to pick out yarn for our first granny square for Brigands and Breadknives. And what we're looking to do is to find some colors that kind of coordinate with or remind me of the book themes and may invoke something of the book. So the first thing I see, please don't push the camera away. The first thing I see is a nice dark navy blue that would be perfect, I think, with the colors that we have in the book here. She also pulled out a beautiful, this is a wool blend, but it's an indie dyed orange and red color that is evocative of the campfires, I think, and also this fun little goblin character who's one of the stars of the story and a major agent of change for our favorite Fern. So I think I'll include that as well. So I've got a navy blue and I've got this beautiful fiery orange wool blend. I think the next thing I'm going to pull is this really lovely white and gray acrylic. Kind of reminds me of a lot of the very snowy scenes and outside camping in the snow kind of scenes that were happening throughout the book. So I will add that as well. And I think I want to have 4 rounds on this granny square. So I think that I will pick up a nice chocolatey brown. Our main character, Fern, is a ratkin, and she is described as having very beautiful, rich brown fur. And so I think I'll pick this one too to round it out. My next step will be to sit down and put together the granny square, and I'm going to record that as a tutorial as well. Probably not a purely original pattern. I'm sure that other folks have done something similar out there somewhere, but I won't be following a pattern as I do this. I will be putting together the granny square along a theme that kind of makes sense or goes along with the theme of the book, in my own opinion. And folks are welcome to also recreate the granny square that I put together for their own uses. I'll also type up a little written instruction set too and have it available online in case anybody would like to see a written pattern for the square. So today we're making the No Rocks at the Bottom granny square. The colors I used for the square were inspired by the characters in Brigands and Breadknives. I wanted this first pattern to be beginner friendly while also aligning with the theme from the book. One of my favorite quotes from the book is, "No rocks at the bottom," which are words of unexpected wisdom from one of the adventurers. Basically a nudge to take that leap when stuck in a rut. This square features a solid double crochet edging and solid stitches in one quadrant, with the remaining stitches open and looser in the traditional granny square pattern. If you want a more solid half and half, you could extend the solid double crochet stitching along 2 sides of the granny square instead of 1, beginning in round 2. This granny square uses basic stitches, just double crochet and chain stitch, and is appropriate for beginners. I start with a magic circle. I like how neat the center of the square is when I use it. You don't have to. You can also chain 4 and work into the 4th chain from the hook. If you'd like for me to add a tutorial for the magic circle, comment below and let me know. So start with your magic circle and chain 3. We start our first round of the granny square by doing 2 double crochets into the magic circle, chain 2, do 3 double crochet, chain 2, and repeat 2 more times. Slip stitch your last chain into the top of your starting 3 chain. Chain 1 and cut your starting collar with 2 to 3 inch tail left for weaving in later. Turn the granny square over and join color number 2 by pulling a loop of the new color through your open chain and chain 2 more. Work 2 double crochet into the chain 2 space, chain 2, and then work 3 double crochet in the same chain 2 space. Chain 2 again, and this brings you to the next corner. Work 3 double crochet in the next chain 2 space, chain 2, work 3 double crochet in the chain 2 space, that same one. Each corner will look like this: 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet in that same corner chain 2 space. It's what makes the corner for the round. Chain 2, and then complete the next corner the same way you just did. Work 3 double crochet in the next chain 2 space, which will be the next corner, and chain 2. This may sound complicated when I say it out loud. It can be helpful to look at the written pattern and follow along while you watch. I've included a link to the written pattern in the notes for this video. So now we're going to switch it up. Up until now, we've been working a traditional granny square. For this next side, we're going to fill the row with solid double crochet. So work 3 double crochet in that corner chain 2 space where you currently are. Then double crochet in each of the next stitches. And then do 3 double crochet in the next chain 2 quarter space, chain 2, and then rotate your square so you're working toward the end of the round. Work 3 double crochet in the same corner chain 2 space, chain 2, and slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 that you used to start the row. Chain 1 and cut the working yarn to leave a 2 to 3 inch tail. Flip your square over. The flip is important. If you keep working in the same direction the whole time, the square can distort and no longer have right angles on the corners, and you'll end up with something more like some kind of rhombus. This is a bigger deal when you're doing giant granny square blankets, but I think it helps with smaller squares too to help keep them square. Join color 3 by pulling a loop through your open chain and chain 2 more. Work 2 double crochet in the chain 2 space. Chain 2. This brings us to the next corner. Work 3 double crochet in the next chain 2 space, chain 2, and work 3 double crochet in that same chain 2 space to make the corner. Work 1 double crochet into each of the next 9 stitches. And this brings you to the next corner. Work 3 double crochet in that corner chain 2 space, chain 2, and work 3 double crochet in that same chain 2 space for the corner. Chain 2 again, work 3 double crochet in the next chain 2 space, chain 2. This brings you to the next corner. You will work the corner the way you have before with 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet into that same corner. Complete the next side the same way you just did. After completing the 4th corner of this round, chain 2, slip stitch to the top of the starting chain of this round, chain 1, cut your working yarn, and once again leave a 2 to 3 inch tail for weaving in. Flip your square over. For the final round, we're going to fill all the stitches in a solid border. Join color number 4 by pulling a loop through the open loop on your granny square and chain 2 more. Work a double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. Work 2 double crochet into the chain 2 space. At the corner, work 2 double crochet, chain 1, and work 2 double crochet back into that same corner chain 2 space. Work a double crochet into each stitch along this row until you reach the corner. Then 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet back into that corner chain 2 space. For the remainder of this round, you will work a double crochet into each stitch and 2 double crochet into each chain 2 space up to the corner. At each corner, work it as 2 double crochet, 1 chain, and 2 double crochet back into that corner. When you work your way back to the start of the round, slip stitch to the top of your starting chain. I like to do 1 additional slip stitch to the next stitch, then cut the working yarn and finish off. Weave in and trim the ends. Wet block for symmetry and size. If you would like a tutorial on wet blocking, drop a comment below. If you would like written instructions, see the link in the video notes. I hope you enjoy this pattern. Please like, share, comment, hype to support our work.